Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Get ready. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch the curve.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz to Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really limited to on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down, Eagles.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 9, Wentz flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, let's go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got 3, fella. Watch safety creep, creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Seam 6. Right here. Mike 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Flush to his right. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Eagles.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he connects with Ertz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. And Mike's 50. Tight. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's. That's it.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Allen's throw is complete. The 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Alert! Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run with Drake. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. This will be caught by Brown. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check. Fresno.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Second and 2. At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Hey, hold. Check 25.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
50 to Mike. Let's go, Mike 50. Time to go. Mike's 50.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, Orbit, you can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 96 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, you keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Allen's pass intended for Kenyon Drake. Incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Sunday.
From the 24, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 42 yards.
46 down, man. 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Wentz now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Eagles on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Motion. 56. Mike 6. 50, Mike's 50.
Tag 85, tag 85.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Sproles. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On 1st down, Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, exit.
Bring it. Let's bring it. 58, boys. 58.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try now for Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. Big hold to the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.